We are at the Mille boutique in Geneva to present you two exceptional timepieces, one that was firstly introduced in 2011 but is on the market only in 2012, and this new piece, the RM055, which is going to be introduced on the market right now. Both watches come from the Bubba Watson family of watches, Bubba Watson being this famous US golfer that won this year his first major tournament, the US Open. And he actually plays with this watch, so it needs to be very resistant. As you can see, there are a few similarities between the watches, the first one being obviously the color, though the tourbillon watch is a little bit slightly gray, whereas the RM055 is really white with this very kind of shiny bezel. Both watches have skeletonized movements, but you will see there are a few differences between the two of them. The RM038 has a tourbillon movement inside, as you can see here at 6 o'clock. And the actual movement is being held with suspended bridges, and it's very, it has a lot of volume inside. It's very spectacular to see. It has one barrel, and the power reserve of this watch is 48 hours. This case has typical Mille features to it, meaning that it's done in three parts. There's a bottom plate, a side, and the bezel. In this watch, all three parts are made out of the same compound. It's mainly made out of magnesium. This watch, with this particular case and this ultra-skeletonized movement, is very light and weighs only 60 grams. This is a mechanical movement, obviously, and with a manual winding system. It has a little carbon fiber cord here on the side, which is also here to increase the resistance of the watch, following obviously the shocks that it can endure on a golf course. So the RM055 also has this typically three parts, but this time the bottom plate and the side plate are made out of titanium with a little bit of this rubberized finish with it, so it makes it very comfortable and nice to wear. But it has a ceramic bezel made out of ATZ. That's a material that is almost as strong as diamond, so it's very complicated to manufacture. It also has, as I said before, the skeletonized movement, but this time it's just a bit less complex. Nevertheless, it's made out of titanium, and it's very, very nice and beautiful to see. It has two barrels, which means that the power reserve is a little bit more important than on the RM038. The power reserve is 55 hours. The weight of the RM055 is 92 grams. Both watches are water resistant, the RM038 up to 50 meters and this one to 30 meters, but who wants to go scuba diving with these watches? The RM038 is a limited edition of only 38 pieces, whereas the RM055 is not limited, but mostly, well, it's limited by the production capacity of Mille. The price of these watches, there's a little gap between them. Obviously, this is a tourbillon. The RM038 is 518,500 Swiss francs, whereas the price of this watch is at 92,000 Swiss francs.